Hello, and welcome to this new series of how to run a retrospective. Today we will be looking at a new exercise on how to run a retrospective using the 4 L's. What I loved, what I learned, what I lacked, and what I longed for. And before going into it, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. And if you want to support our work, please join our Patreon community. You can find more details in the description. So let's get started. As I explained in a previous video, the retrospective is performed in 5 different steps. Set the stage, gather data, generate insights, decide what to do, and finally, closing the retrospective. As a first exercise to set the stage, we can use the Emoticon project gauge. This is a simple check-in exercise that helps team members express their feelings about the sprint. As a facilitator, you can prepare a flip chart with faces expressing various emotions, such as shocked or surprised, nervous or stressed, confused, happy, mad, overwhelmed, and so on. And then ask each team member to put a post-it or a dot to express how they feel about the project. And you can also give them some time to explain why they feel that way. Moving to the next step of gathering data, we can use the 4 L's technique. The facilitator can draw a quadrant with the 4 L's. Loved. What did the team really enjoy about the iteration? In particular, what went better than expected? Think about all the positive things that happened during the sprint. Learned. What are the new things that the team learned during the sprint? These can be technical things or non-technical things, like the importance of unit testing, for example, or it could be something like effective way to keep a key stakeholder informed. Next is what I lacked, and here we talk about things you have seen the team doing, but consider that could be done better. And finally, what I longed for, and this is where we can highlight the things that the team desired to have during the iteration and that were not available. And again, these can be technicals, like for instance the need for a continuous integration server, or non-technical, like the desire for more face-to-face with the product owner. At this stage, as a facilitator, it is very important to explain each element of the quadrant. The facilitator will ask then the participants for their ideas around the 4 elements of the quadrant. Team members will be able to write one idea per post-it to fill in the box on this board. Each participant will not have the obligation to make one post-it per box, but may propose several for the same box. The next step is to generate insights. The facilitator can then ask each participant to read what they put on the post-it and explain if needed. And as sometimes team members are on the same page and may have similar ideas, the facilitator can facilitate the discussion when team members are sharing their ideas, and all together they can create groups of post-it that are touching the same topic. This is what we call grouping. By asking participants to collaboratively group ideas into logical themes, the team can read through all the notes and make sure that major topics are discussed. Now that we have a good amount of themes that we need to act on, we can move to the next step, which is decide what to do. We can use the what, who, when exercise. On a flip chart, the facilitator can draw 3 columns with what, who, and when, and then give some time to the team members so that each one of them will come up with an action of what he can do in the coming sprint to improve the challenges that they have described in the previous step. Each team member can then write in the board what he will be doing. In the who, this is the name of the team member. And then finally, by when, he can give the team feedback on what he tried to act on. And as always, a very important thing about these actions is to make them visible. They should be part of the daily discussion of a team, to follow up on progress, And I believe that the best way of making them visible is to have them part of the sprint backlog with the other user stories the team is working on. And that way, when the team meets in their daily stand-up, they can discuss the progress of the actions from the retrospective too. Finally, we move to the closing of the retrospective. And here we can use take a stand exercise. The team facilitator can use masking tape to create a big scale on the floor. Mark one end as bad and the other one as great. And then ask participants to stand on the scale according to their satisfaction with the retrospective. And then you can ask the group if they want to share anything related to the retrospective. And of course, if you are facilitating the session, you need to prepare all the exercises up front. If you are a co-located team, then you need to draw the different exercises on flip chart and potentially prepare the space where you will meet with enough chairs, post-its, and pens. And if you are a virtual team, then think about preparing the exercises on digital tools such as Whiteboard, Miro, or Mural. And keep in mind that it is quite useful to choose different exercises for each retrospective. Changing the way you run retrospectives from time to time can reveal new insights. Using different exercises each time allow people to be more engaged and can switch up people's thinking and open up new insights. And finally, at the end of the retrospective, don't forget to take pictures of all the post-its you have on the walls. This will help you to keep track and compare it with the next iterations. And of course, do not forget to celebrate. This is a moment where, as a team, we inspect and adapt our process and our way of working. And it is also an opportunity to have more informal chats around the coffee and some chocolates. And that's gonna be it for this retrospective. I hope this video gave you a good idea of how to run your retrospective using the 4Ls technique. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you want to receive more videos like this. And also don't hesitate to write in the comments if you have more ideas or actually how are you running your retrospective in your team, and you can also share with us some suggestions of the videos you want to hear from us next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.